While attempting to bail out his brother Buster, Michael had accidentally bailed out the family attorney.
Barry, what's it going to cost to get Buster out?
Well, I don't know. I mean, what's he in for? Murder? Manslaughter?
No, there's no murder. He simply tampered with some evidence when Lucille 2 went missing.
I would say over $50,000.
Yeah, well, I told you, I'm tapped out.
Well, couldn't you just borrow from your company?
What are you
Embezzle?
talking about?
Can you embezzle?
Lucille is a majority shareholder. We're going to be under scrutiny here.
Well, doesn't George Michael have a company that he can borrow from?
You need $15,000
Borrow
more?
No, not at all. No, please, son, not from you. I'd never ask you for money. Come on. It's $15,000 that I'm not asking you for. It's not 15, okay? Which I could probably lend you.
Oh, I don't need it.
Huh? No?
Probably letting you.
Yeah? Good. That's it. So your fake block's doing well?
George Michael had been
blocks.
looking for an opportunity to come clean about Fake Block.
Been meaning to ask.
But this wasn't it.
Yeah, well, Fake Block's money is all tied up in legalities, patenting,
That
marketing.
sounds amazing. Good for you. Good for him. Yeah, we're just trying to figure out the Buster thing.
Well, if we can't use the company money to get Buster out, you better figure out a way to do it, Barry. Or I'll use my own lawyer.
What are you talking about, another lawyer? I mean...
You don't have the courtesy to
I'm
interrupt this bar?
Is this a divorce guy? Oh, this hurts.
No, just give me a second. I'll be all right. I was going to use your divorce to pay off my peekaboo lawyer.
His name is Dustin Radler, and I haven't hired him because technically he's given up the rat race.
Oh, God, we're giving up the rat race guy? This is the sand hobo? Look, it's just a question. Are you guys doing something?
Don't say it, please. I can't hear it.
It tickles my fancy.
What part of mom is the fancy? You do not want to know what I'm picturing, and it's not what you think.
Oh, stop. We walk on the beach. We like the feel of the sand on our feet.
Oh, that's a new guy.
Okay, it's fine. I'm glad you have someone to talk to. Well, maybe I'll go check on Buster.
Wow, mom really has him fancy whipped, huh?
Look, you don't want to bring another lawyer into this. You don't want to go in fully armed, because the DA, she's up for re-election, and she's a killer. God, I even hate to say her name. Yeah, lottie-dottie-da, my asshole. When it comes to Buster, a total press blackout.
Couldn't agree more. We ought to be very, very diligent. No media whatsoever.
Are we talking about reality or as scripted as well? Because
Tobias, why would there be a scripted about the family?
well, we're working on one with Ron Howard.
So you're saying that's not grandfathered in? Because it was before the murder.
Michael, tell me that movie you were producing about us is not still happening.
I do not think that it is. I mean, I gave the releases to Kitty, but the movie industry does not move fast.
Well, then talk to Kitty and get them back.
Can't do that. Kitty hates me.
You get to this? Man, that's priceless. First you eat it with Buster, then you step in it with the movie, and now you're eating what you stepped in because Kitty hates you. Guess Michael's the Geo-bead today.
Did you say Geo-bead?
Yeah, it's one of Dad's, especially when somebody screws up, that always said it. One of his, you'll figure it out someday expressions. You know what? Good luck. How much of that's a beer?
And George Sr. visited his prison alma mater for the first time since his son had been incarcerated.
This is where I ate a battery during my first week at recess.
No. You are. Don't call it recess.
It's a little too late for that now, Dad. I've been trying to figure out this prison thing on my own.
I know. I'm sorry.
George Plouffe. Oh my God. I've never seen you in street clothes.
Doc, I must have recognized you without the flashlight in your mouth. Sorry to be rude. This is my son, Buster.
Charmed,
No touching.
And perhaps that was why George Sr. decided he owed it to his son to share some of his own caged wisdom.
Buster, listen, you really have to toughen up now. You're in lockup, all right? They'll circle like jackals. You gotta be strong, especially with the skinheads. Skinhead gets in your face, you charge right back at him. You pop him fast. That's the only way you can get respect.
That one there has been giving me some looks.
No. That's not a skinhead. That's a guard. You charge at a guard, they'll kill you.
That one's been giving me some
That's how you
looks.
get respect. I got more respect then with these animals than I get with you. with your mother now. I can't satisfy her.
Really? It's so easy.
No, I mean, we are no longer together. Your mother kicked me out.
There's an opening.
No. She doesn't want anything to do with either one of us. She has found someone new. She's found a younger man.
Sort of a son with benefits. They said that I'd lose my old lady. And I said, not mother.
Okay.
She'll wait
My
for
old
me.
lady.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's not her singing to him good night.
Oh. I can't take it. I can't take it.
I know.
And that's when George Sr. decided to have someone else put him out of his
I know what I
misery.
have to do.
What are you gonna do?
I know what we're gonna do.
What are you gonna do?
I know what I have to do. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ, George. I was so mad when I thought you didn't recognize me. God, this place has changed.
George Michael was also finding a reunion more
So
pleasant
man,
than
when
he
I touch
expected.
me reference.
It's been his job since he was 2. Yeah, you know, sometimes you just want to look in your parents' perfect, sweet, kind faces and just
Punch
tell them
them.
all. Why would you say that?
No, I don't feel that way, but certain kids do. There's a whole website
Just wanna
about
punch
it.
'em.
Although everyone knows it's totally biased in favor of the dads.
You know, your company should shut that website down.
Well,
And George Michael, finding himself smitten with Rebel and her family, decided to come clean.
to be totally honest, I don't know if there's going to be a company.
Until she said this.
Is it a money thing? Because if you need the money, I can loan it to you. You know, everybody needs a bailout now and then. And it'll give me a stake in the company.
And the prospect of helping his own family
Speaking of family, I mean, I actually could use a little
proved too great a temptation.
bailout money, as you put it. Are you
What's
sure?
your name?
Yes.
Oh my god, you were so great.
About 100,000.
Why don't we talk about it tomorrow?
50,000. I can't do
Yeah,
it
but
tomorrow.
I'll take 100.
I've got reshoots.
I
all the
got-
rest
'cause I
of
gotta
it.
give away
And
50.
just so you know, my ex-boyfriend will be there. But if I know you're going to be here when I get back.
Then when you're back.
Yes.
Yeah, the motor reaction.
Wait, what color's your hair going to be? Because it's kind of like kissing your cousin. Oh, you're going to sit on the couch.
Meanwhile, Maybe was concerned that Stan's strange behavior was romantic, so she tried to discourage it.
Maybe I'm trying to
Back to
prove
her
something
grandma
to my
look.
clueless dad. Anyway, I guess that's why I can't make a relationship work. Does that upset you?
Well, Annette, it does, if you must know the truth. Because your dad was a damn fool. I see the real you. Special, wonderful, unique, 67-year-old woman who amazes me every day.
And that's when Maybe realized what it was about Stan's behavior that was so confusing.
It would be my great pleasure to be the man in your life that your father never was.
It was paternal. And touched, all she could think of to say was,
Bury me.
and Baby's actual father and his newfound son, Murphy Brown, arrived at the last place he'd seen Lindsay, Father B's now abandoned property.
Keep an eye out for Lindsay. That is why we're here.
Wait, is that her? That Lindsay right there?
Oh, yes.
Lindsay! It's us! It's us! Hi!
Oh, no, that's a sickly cactus with a plastic bag on it.
Oh, right. For a second there, I was like, is that Lindsay?
I suppose it's true.
For a second, I
Yeah,
asked
like literally, you heard you say it.
One wants to see.
sickly cactus.
Is that 2 barrel-chested, strapping men on horseback approaching us?
You're not welcome on this land.
Oh, there must be some mistake.
No, there is no mistake. I regret to inform you that you are trespassing.
No, this land belongs to George Bluth.
Oh, I see. And are you George Bluth?
As it turns out, it was a part that Tobias had played before.
You are about to witness why a career in entertainment can come in handy. Yeah, that's right. And I'm the last guy you want to kick off of your land, his land, my land.
Our land!
No.
Oh, I did not realize you were Mr. George Bluth himself. Well, Mr. George Bluth, we have some papers for you to sign.
Oh, is that right? Well, how about I just use my son Michael as a signing service? Get up.
Tobias wasn't the only one trespassing on someone else's property, as Michael had decided to do what he was certain Job couldn't, take matters into his own hands.
I can't tell you how many times I've felt like a fraud.
But I'll tell you a secret. Everyone.
Hey, Ron, Michael, from the Untitled Bluth Project. And I dated Rebel.
Oh, yeah. Prayer hands.
Yeah, listen, a lot of stuff has changed with the family.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Oh, has it gotten out already?
Well, not to the general public, but at Imagine, we hear everything.
So listen, you know I'm as straight as they come. I just got a lot on my mind right now with work / am I gay / my brother Buster's and
Slash am I gay?
He is? What for?
well, just for maybe killing this woman my family owes money to. I actually think it was his robot hand.
Can you get me Ron?
It's all very hush-hush.
Okay, so then you might understand why we don't want a movie about it out there.
Well, absolutely. You'd have to cut too much. This has true crime limited series written all over it. That way my Rebel could be in it too. She's no Bryce, but she's like a robot.
She ain't no Bryce.
Exact same performance every take. Real time saver. So yes, let's do this.
Here's the thing, Rock. Right now, my family is just not looking for publicity.
Well, the other way to look at it is if I heard about it, it's out there. Best way to manage press is to get out in front of it.
Hey, Dad, we need you for the three-legged race. And also, can you start the music?
I don't know how to read.
Oh, I must have heard that. Right? Sure. That do you get the scripts read to you then, or something?
This is my son, Reed.
My dad knows how to read.
Yes.
Nice to meet you. Yeah, whatever.
I don't know how to
see
start
what
that
you
reading.
mean.
Oh, I don't know how to read.
He seems smart.
I don't know how to read.
I get it.
Hey, thanks for sneaking in.
Oh, so you get them read too?
Yep.
And as he rushed to get out before running into Rebel, Michael ran into yet another
Bryce.
famous house.
Hi.
Hey, avoiding the three-legged race, I see. I'm sorry, but I just can't read.
Well, talking to your brother Reed. I get it. Michael Bluth. Pleasure.
Hi, Bryce.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yes, you dated my sister, didn't you?
Well, even that overstates it. We weren't really together that long before we broke up. You know, very clean break. Very clean. In fact, I was gonna say hi, but I ain't not going somewhere. But I'm going somewhere. Never mind.
Listen, you dodged a bullet. She's a user. She's got a new guy, and she's using him.
She's a user.
Oh, yeah, but I heard that's ending.
No, are you kidding? He's trapped in her web. She's only with him because of his internet company. You know that, right?
Do you think so? Do you think that she's really just using him?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure it's not for his body.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know the guy, but I saw a picture. I think he's got a great build. You know, he's wiry. You wouldn't want him to be any taller. I like the young man's body. Okay? I do.
Yeah, well, that's very weird of you. Still, such a kiss-up. He's even dyed his hair Dallas Howard red. I mean, I get it. It's a hot new dye, but you're not supposed to leave it in that long. Look at him. Ugh. He looks like a jack-o'-lantern.
Down.
What a dork.
Hey, can I exit through the house? I don't want the user to create a dramatic scene.
No, don't worry about that. I had seen her get laughs doing the glass menagerie.
Oh, I don't get it.
Michael was hoping to avoid an awkward run-in with his son at the valet when he came across a way to find out when the coast was clear.
Hi.
Can I help you?
Oh, yeah, it's a pretty sweet setup there. I just wanted to take a peek. You might want to check out my son real quick.
That I understand. My name is Rance Howard, Ron's dad.
Thought you worked here. Hi.
Oh, I like to stay busy. Kind of keep an eye on my son, too.
Oh, yeah? You still have to do
Rance
that?
Howard.
That's a father's job. Doesn't start at 9 and end at 5. It's 24 hours a day,
Is that really
7
his
days
dad?
a week.
Yeah, look
Even
just
as they
like
get older, huh?
That gets even harder. They think they know it all. You still have to be there for them when they make mistakes. Or sometimes they need to cry a little bit, because sometimes a person needs to cry a little bit. Unless that person is a dad. For a father must bear his load lightly. And yet, beneath the mask, a watchful eye never wanders. For it is through this
Oh my goodness.
that a wisdom beyond words must be passed.
That is a very interesting take, because I think a girl might be using my son, but I don't exactly have a way to keep an eye on her.
Oh, I see you met my dad. He doesn't say much, but we're sure glad he's around. Although hopefully he didn't share his thoughts about climate change, did he?
Hoax!
He was great company.
Hoax!
And that's when Michael found a way to keep
Don't
an
get him
eye on
started.
a woman who might be using his son.
You know what else is good company? Imagine Entertainment. And I do think that I want to go forward with that docuseries after all.
That's great news. Hey, Jocelyn, would you mind bringing down the standard TV contracts, please?
Streaming contracts, cable, or broadcast?
We got a streamer here.
No residuals.
Chelsea will have those down in just a minute. And if we're quick, we can get an interview with your brother while he's still in jail.
We got a streamer
You can't
here.
beat those visuals. Put a little atmosphere in there, you filter it, nice low-angle shot for the close-up. Oh, a wide shot. Tell it in one image. Yes, a wide shot. Wide shot. And Michael
Wide
returned
shot.
to
Tell
the
him
bottle of
what it
Holmes,
How'd it go with Job and Kitty?
where his mother had been lying in wait.
Please tell me he got her to kill the movie.
Not really. Well, yes, actually, the movie was killed. It is now a
He was very happy
docuseries.
to see me. Felt good.
That's just Hollywood BS.
Well, I think it's going to help us.
You think what is going to help us?
Oh, God, I'm bearing the lead. The Bluth Project is dead because it's going to be a streaming series.
We said no leaks, and now we're streaming all over everyone.
I'm not telling you well. Point is, Ron's going to do an introductory interview, okay, with Buster, as research about the family's history and what.
Come on, Michael, they cannot go into our family's past. They certainly can't do a TV show about it.
Well, it's never going to get that far. What it's going to do is it's going to send a signal to the DA that if they continue to hold Buster, they're just looking for trouble. I mean, think about it. If the nicest man in the world goes in there with his camera and his crew and he tells Buster that he believes in his innocence, I mean, they got to drop the charges quicker than you can blink your initiate at least the blinking of the eyes. You know, the opening of the eyes is a bit of a guesstimate lately.
And what if Buster chokes?
I guess that's what Ron's for.
That would prove to be a very... No, you'll see on the next Arrested Development.
On the next.
On the next shot, I know we said close-ups. No. Why? Ron Howard arranges a jailhouse interview with Buster. Here we go. Showtime. And Buster remembers George Sr.'s advice.
Skinhead.
Oh my god.
Skinhead.
See what I did to Skinhead? Making up. Forget the white shot. 50-50 and matching overs. And maybe enjoys her new paternal relationship.
Look how happy they look together.
Just like us.
Until this happens.
Okay, so I did have it right the first time.
I did have it right the first time.
It wasn't.
Alright, that was episode 6 of Arrested Development, and again, a little bit of a struggle to get through it all the way for me, but it did have some chuckles in there. To me, again, Jason Bateman, Michael Cera, and Maybe's interactions and the Howard family was actually pretty entertaining too on there, but other than that, it was a little bit more of a struggle to get through, but I did enjoy the parts that I did enjoy. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel similarly. I like the last episode better than I like this episode, but the people that consistently stand out this season are maybe Michael and Michael. So that was those parts were entertaining, and I did like to see like Bryce Dallas Howard. I thought that was cool that she had a what's it called? Cameo this episode too, and seeing all of Howard's family. I don't know if all of them were part of his family, but they all redheaded. Yeah. So I thought all in all that part was good, but it was a little bit more of a struggle to get through this episode.
All right, well look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk reaction for Arrested Development Season 5 Episode 6, and until next time.